Shall we play a little bit of Blitz and get annihilated? Let's just take and let's hit the queen, get the knight up, bishop, castle, push the pawn, get the bishop out, queen up. Let's move the king, let's move the knight. Let's take the... Actually, no, I'm not. Let's just push here. And let's go here. Let's hit the knight. It's all feeling a bit strange. It's all feeling a bit strange. Like they've given pieces up for a reason. Let's go there. Why am I pausing? Why am I pausing? Let's go here. Losing time. Oh, it's got a fork on me. Yeah, he's got a fork on me. Let's go for the rook. We're not going to get away from it, are we? Oh. I think he could have just pushed the pawn because he would have won tempo, wouldn't he? I need to speed up because they're just moving quick. Let's just do something. What am I doing? What am I doing? Anything? This is funky. Yeah, not going anywhere. I've lost the thread. Now we can take the damn knight. Oh, he's landed on the rook. Landed on the rook. This knight, my knight's trapped, man. My knight. Oh, he's got my knight. He's not going for the knight. Still trapped. Checks on me. Where's he going? Rook. Oh, you know, I didn't actually mean to be playing another game. Okay, let's just crack on then and have a focus. 3-0. Trying to practice the answer to chess. Meant to be going on and doing some puzzles. My subconscious brain made me play the game. So where are we at now? Let's X-ray through to the queen. Shall we just keep this X-ray? Maybe there's a 2-on-1, but he does have the knight. Oh, he's moved out of the way. I think we're going to continue with this. I mean, they are protecting it now, but we still have the X-ray through to the queen. I think the knight's going to see the bishop off. So bring the rook into the game a little bit. Pawn's going, doesn't like. Let's attack the bishop. I'm going to move the bishop. Attack the queen. Not yet. Let's push this pawn first. Attack the queen. Take. So we're giving them a pawn after all that, but is the position good for us? Because we can get the pawn back. But not if we go there. If we go here, then we're X-ray in front of this. But oh, but he can defend. Oh, I thought they were going this way, but they're not. Ah. We'll have to get the knight in the game, get a fork. Got carried away with the continuations there. Down a pawn. Go with the fork anyway. Is there another fork at all? No, has he landed on anything? Nope. Oh, that was a... But it's not. Slides across. Doesn't slide across. Looking for this type thing. He pushes, takes. More potatoes. They're not doing that yet. Let's go here. 2 on 1. The push, we've got 2 pieces on. I think they'll hit the bishop. Oh, what? He's defending twice. The knight. Oh no! I've just given up the. Oh, excuse me. I've just get. Oh, his rook could have taken the bishop. Oh. Well, we'll hang fire on any faults now. Oh, what is that? Oh, let's take. Oh, he's on my rook. He's on my rook, people. Oh, shabby games I've had today. Coming for me confidently, isn't he? You got my king. Oh. Times where you just think. Got checks on me. Running like a... Yay. Oh, you're joking. You're joking. Man, you're kidding me. Ten and 0. We are going to practice the answer to chess for a few games. Bring the knight up, attacking the pawn. Oh, we may as well take this pawn. So simple maneuvers, and try and block off the opponent's attempts at causing us some damage. Let's keep it as simple as that. Bring the bishop here, supporting the knight, making space for castling. We'll castle. Was the objective. And was going to do this, but they've got too many pieces defending that area. I may as well just do this and open up the dark square bishop, maybe there or maybe here. X-raying through to the queen is tasty. Attacking the bishop is also tasty. Get the pawn in the center. The rook's attacking this pawn here. A small tiny little plan, little tiny strategy. Queen's moved down onto the dark square. Do we need to be frightful of that? I think we were going to continue, but the knight could actually go and just get the bishop off the board, but the knight's going to take, and then the pawn is definitely isolated, but the queen is attacking their queen. So there'll be an exchange, and I think I'm going to go with that one instead of the bishop move. I wasn't expecting the queen to come here, but we can attack it and cause some chaos in the center. I may as well do this and get ready for the rook to take. They've moved the queen out of the way, so they don't want any of that. But what they've done is given us a free bishop. Yes. Right, so the bishop has moved back. They're still playing on. We can bring the knight here, but he's got two pieces there, so he's probably looking to chase our knight around, seeing as they've repositioned here. Again, we could attack their bishop with the knight. So simple direct moves to try and remove pieces from the board strategically. I don't think I'm overextending in any way. Knight's got no protection at the minute, but it's not being under attack. It does have a safe haven that it can come back to. Looks like they're giving pieces up now because they've made a mistake, does it not? Yeah, it looks like they're giving pieces up. Okay, they're still playing on, but I don't think... Bishop's really looking to do this to hit the queen. He can always just drop the pawn anyway. The rook is opposite our queen. I may just move the queen off of the line and keep it real simple, not looking for any overextensions. We could turn to attack the pawn, but he's probably looking to get the rook facing our king. So I'm going to bring the knight, give the king some company. As you can see now, I'm just basically looking at blocking off any attempts that the opponent is wanting to get. So yeah, if the bishop had taken as well, they would have been facing our king. So they're using the answer to chess process, which is now trying to squish the king area and the area around the king, which makes sense. I'm going to hit the knight just to give them something to think about. We're hitting this pawn twice with the knight and the bishop. And hopefully I'm showing myself that I'm not getting carried away just because we have got material up. We're trying to look for blind spots, and now they're dodging. They're dancing, so we still can take, but it does open up the rook's access here. So if we did take, and one of the pawns comes down to attack, be able to get the rook off the board. I don't think they'll do that one though. I think they'll go with this one, which means we can take there, but do we have a safe haven? Yes, we can come back around again. Okay, let's go with that. Unless I've missed something. They have come there so we can get the rook off the board, as we mentioned. They're probably not going to care too much. They're wanting to get the queen here to face off the king. Is there anything that we can do to stop that, really? Once we take, the queen's coming shooting it, or he's coming around the back maybe. So shall we take the rook, or do we need to reposition first? Oh, I thought I had the king for a second, the queen. But the knight's defending as well. So it could be sticky for us. 2, 3, it's 2. Gets across here, knight takes the rook, queen comes here. Bishop can come here, but the pawn is just going to hit the bishop. But if the queen goes there, the bishop can take the queen. Let's take the knight. Let's take the rook off the board. I think they're looking for it. They may now have seen that the bishop is actually eyeing the square. Might be this, but then the bishop's guarding that square. They may have to move and readjust. Or they might have a different plan altogether. Knight coming here or something, I don't know. Oh, they're not going to make a move at all. And the knight has gone there. Trying to block the bishop from defending this square. So we know what it is that they're trying to do. They're on a white square. The bishop can put a check on the king. It's just going to take the knight. We take the knight. His queen gets to the square that it wants to get to. Bishop can come here defending the knight. Obviously the knight can take, and yeah, it's got 3 pieces on there. I think we have the box a little bit clever. We bring the bishop here, the pawn drops onto the bishop. But then we take the queen. Okay, so we've got an X-ray onto the queen with a check, so we get the queen off the board. Yep, okay, let's take away that major threat. Right, so we don't want the bishop taking from there. We can just move the bishop here, I believe. Ooh, hold on a minute, it's got like a double attack thing going on, hasn't it? So we may as well take this one out of the picture. The bishop. And they've resigned. Jump onto the next one. Not going to play too many games, but you know, we're just practicing the answer to chess for ourselves. Let's just bring the knight up. Let's get this bishop here. I'm not really liking this position. It's gonna come for the fried liver. I can feel it in the water. No, they haven't. Okay, let's castle. They still can, but what shall we do? Let's attack this bishop here. That's wrong. I used to do that so many times in the early days. Oh, he's not done it. Because he could just take, couldn't he? And then if we take the bishop, then he's got a pawn. Hey, okay. Try and get back on the horse. We push this pawn and support this pawn. X-ray through to the queen. A bit active. We could take. Bishop's a little bit congested in, isn't it? Come back here, hits us. Come here. Everything's protected there. We're taking his queen is in front of our king area. I don't think I'm going to lose any sleep over that. Let's take. Alright, now we need to get the queen activated. Let's move the queen up. Looking to do this for the cheapie. Getting the knight out of the way. Give space for the bishop to come here if we need to. Let's hit this pawn, head of the snake. Take. Right, now do not move your queen to the other side of the board. Just because there's a pawn there. Let's forget that. Let's focus on the potential damage that they can do to us. Let's hit this pawn. Got two pieces defending, which is the rook and the queen. There's no capture, just hit the bishop. There is a capture, going for an exchange. Take. It looks very simplified now, but we do have a rook in the center of the board, which loses us a bit of tempo. We could come here to attack this pawn and then just come back down again. Do we have enough time? We really want to be owning this file. I think it's just going to be too slow for us. Let's go here. They're going to end up owning the file. Whoa. So we take, his king just comes here, and then we have to come. Ooh, that traps the rook. That's a little bit clever, isn't it? Yeah, we take, he hits. Where does the rook go? Can't go back where it started. Suppose it can come here, but he's got a dark square bishop, but bishop's protecting. Then his king comes down, attacks the rook, and we're kind of just sort of stuck there in limbo land. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. So we're going to push this pawn and bring this rook back down again. It's got no place being there unless we double here, but the bishop is protecting at the minute. We do have a dark square bishop ourselves. Okay, so we can take. Does that make it worse for us? Take. We did say we wanted to own the file, but he's just going to hit us. We can then bring the rook down, I suppose, but we are going backwards. Takes. King comes down. Looks a bit more spacey now that the pawn's been pushed down, doesn't it? Drop here. But then he goes something like this. Maybe there. I think we can take it. It looks different now. It looks different. Let's take. Down. Got space to move the rook across. Drops we take. Oh, we've got space to move it across, we just said. We could go for a 2-on-1, but he's going to 2-on-1 defend. No space here. No space there. Let's go and attack this pawn. Swing up and attack this pawn. Maybe. Oh, they're not interested. They're owning the file. That was the key thing, wasn't it? So his rook's going to come here. He's going to be attacking the bishop and the pawn. King can come and defend the bishop. I'm going to take. Defend the bishop. The pawn pushes. We can capture. So I believe. What damage are we wanting to... Ooh. We're going to attack the bishop. It can go anywhere. What do we want to do? Push a pawn. Just comes behind. Hit this pawn. That works for us. Takes. Pawn's on the edge by itself. Or we can just take this pawn. But if we take, his rook's just going to put a check on our king. And then we lose the bishop. Or do we just move the king down? Takes anyway. Right, so before we do a knee jerky, go with that. Can't come here because his bishop's there. Could come down and attack the pawn. Depends what he does next, obviously. Would have thought he was looking to get the rooks off, but maybe they're not doing that. Alright, so he's going for more attacks. Got a pin on his bishop through to his king. I'll just do that while we're thinking. The king probably has to come off of the line, because if we take, then we get the bishop with the pawn. But he does have a 2-on-1 on this bishop. Ooh, he does move as well. So it could push past, just keeping these doubled, or could put another check on the king. That square bishop can move, so it can hit, but we'll lose this pawn. King could attack the rook, then he comes and defends. A proper double situation. Let's put a check on. Let's move back down. So we're going to come here. Maybe they're looking for a draw, but a +2. Oh, he's come for the pawn. Come for the pawn. Don't really want to open up because his rook is going to be chomping at the bit to get here, but let's take it. King's taking. Tempting to just go like that. Why not? The rook's not going to take, is it? Let's put the check on. And we've got a 2-on. Oh, but again, it's that rook thing, isn't it? Going to have us facing here. King move. Oh, it's not anymore. So the rook can actually take with a check on the king. Let's move to the side. He keeps going in front of his rook, but if we attack his... No, we're losing the pawn. We're losing the pawn. If we put a check on... Is he going up or is he going down? Bishop can put a check on if he goes down. Going down, is he safe? Oh, this might be mate.